Somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Look at you go. Okay, you ready? Look. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. Went in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides I can shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. 50 years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. For Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The first down carry by Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there.
This is caught at the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On second down, Ryan. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On third down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott now on second down. Flushed out right. And coughed it up. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The give is to Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Get up!
Now Ryan. And a little floater there is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys.
Here we go, count. Here we go, 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that pressure gets to him again. Terrell McClain in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. 4th down, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now Ryan on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Ryan, he's airing it out for Sanu. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. He's got a man, complete. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Pass interference. Defense.
Try to disrupt. Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Now Ryan on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Prescott from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Hopping over the top. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Prescott. This one caught by Beasley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
Swing on the foot, right. To the right.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's not... to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy... didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
They had his hands on it for balls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Ryan. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over. Just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd. Down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively, if they want to insist on going in that direction, make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like it. Oh, Prescott stripped. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. Give him 30 yards there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversion. And both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
22! 20! 20!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, 49 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them. Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the help. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions. He's rush cutting and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. Space to run past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards for number 11. Now Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here's Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.